Yo. Salute. What's going on, people? It's your boy Jay.Jordan back again with another Liberty WNBA live stream. Salute to everyone. Hope everyone's doing well on this Sunday afternoon. I know it's been a while. I was away for work, got back Friday, I was busy yesterday, and now we're back for some more watch alongs. So tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, we have the Liberty, 13-10, coming off a loss to I don't even know who they played yesterday. It just got me upset. The Minnesota Lynx yesterday, and the Toronto Tempo, riding a 4-game losing streak. I think their last loss was in Montreal. Who did they play? I think they played the Fever or somebody the other day. Can't even remember. But they're coming off a loss. They played the Wings, They played the Wings on July 10th. So they've won only one out of their last 5 games. Last win was on June 25th against the LA Sparks. They are dealing with a lot of injuries, the Tempo are. The Liberty dealing with injuries of their own. They've only won 2 of their last 5 games. Losses coming to the Valkyries, the Wings, and the Lynx. Their wins came in the Commissioner's Cup against the Aces and the Minnesota Lynx back on July 3rd. All right, for this afternoon's game, Liberty, this game is played in Montreal. This is part of Toronto going around the country of Canada, and playing in different gyms in Canada. So, of course, their home base is Toronto. They'll play in Vancouver, and this is their second game of the couple days in Montreal. So for the visiting New York Liberty, this is their first back-to-back of the season. And it's a road back-to-back. So they played in Minnesota yesterday afternoon, and then they had to fly up to Montreal to play today. So they're going with their 10th different starting lineup in this one. You got Sabrina Ionescu, Pauline Astier, Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and Han Shu. What's up, Con Landing? Salute. So that's a Han Shu starting for the first time this season, I believe, along with this lineup. Liberty, as I mentioned, 10th different starting lineup today. Their bench, Satou Sabally is still out with the concussion. Leonie Fiebich is out with the foot injury. They didn't make the trip up to Montreal. And Marina Mabrey is out. Annalie Mailey, the development player has her status activated for tonight's game. So Mailey will be playing, or is active for tonight's game. For the Toronto Tempo, you got Julie Alamon, Marina Mabrey, Maria Conde, Laura Juskaite, and Isabel Harrison. Off the bench, you have Tiani Key, Tima Pouye, Kia Nurse, and Kayla Alexander, who they just signed. Kayla Alexander plays for the Canadian national team. They have a number of injuries here in Temi Fagbenle, Brittany Sykes, Kiki Rice, and Niara Sabally all out today. So they're dealing with injuries of their own. Right, this is the second matchup of the season between these two teams. The Liberty last won on June 3rd, 97-82 in New York. They'll play one more time after this in September. That'll be September 20th in Toronto at 3 p.m. All right, game is scheduled to start at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so we still have some time here. Let me know in the comments, in the chat, in the poll, who you think's gonna win tonight's game. I have one active on YouTube. Do you think the Liberty will win, or will it be the Toronto Tempo? Both teams in need of a win. Salute to everyone joining on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Sideline. Appreciate all the support. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We're about 30 away from 1,800 subs on YouTube. So all your support is appreciated. We should be doing a game today and a game tomorrow. And then I'll try to get one in on Tuesday as well before I go back on the road for work. Every time I bring my equipment on the road for work, I can never get along to streaming because I'm just so busy, and at the end of the day, I'm just tired. But we'll try. I'm on East Coast time this road trip, this work trip, I should say. So I should be able to get some games in. But make sure you join the Discord. We show a lot of the games there in the Discord. I'll post a link. But the link is in the YouTube description, and I'll post it on TikTok, and it should be in the Twitch as well. So I stream the games live in there when I'm not streaming here. So hopefully I get to see you guys in the community. Alrighty, so this game is on NBA TV, but I'm watching it on our local Fox channel here in New York. So that's how I will be watching this game. Man, say go Raptors. Wrong. Wrong league, my friend. Wrong league. All right. Some news that came out earlier today in terms of general WNBA news. I'll show it here on the screen. The Sparks agreed to part ways with general manager Reagan Peebly. The LA Sparks have agreed to part ways with GM Reagan Peebly effective today, and the interim GM duties will be shared by assistant GM Zach Knowlton and Nate Nielsen. And the quote is, quote, "We are grateful to Reagan for her leadership and commitment to the LA Sparks and women's basketball. Her work on the Sparks roster and player experience will have a lasting positive impact on our organization. We sincerely thank her for all she has invested in the Sparks and wish her success in the next chapter." So the Sparks not having a great season, in danger of missing the playoffs for the 6th or 7th straight season. A couple weeks before the trade deadline and about a week before All-Star break, fire their GM. Let's see what other moves they make coming up. But the GM is gone. I think she just got hired maybe 3 seasons ago, if I remember correctly. So they're looking for improvement and quickly. User on TikTok, I'm not showing the game. This is just a play-by-play commentary channel. I cannot show the game. TikTok will flag my account, so I cannot show the actual game here. Thanks for tapping in, though. Thanks for tuning in. Right, game is on NBA TV at 3 p.m. So we're about a minute away from the broadcast actually starting. If you have League Pass, you should be able to watch it. I'm watching it on our local channel here in New York. There's a couple games on the W docket today. At the same time, this game is starting. Seattle and Washington will be playing on League Pass. Then at 7 p.m. on ESPN and Disney Plus, you got Chicago and Dallas. And then at 9 p.m. on NBC Peacock, you have Indiana and Las Vegas. Hey, Sierra, what's good? Hey, cuz, what's going on? Yeah, I got some time today, so I gotta get it in while I can. Salute for the jewels, Sierra, as always. Appreciate you. Salute. Chemo, what's going on? Hope all is well. All right, looks like the broadcast is about to get going now. Funny, I was told when I was in the Discord, I was talking to the community. I was in Vegas from Tuesday to Friday, and of course, I was like, let me see if the Aces are in town. Definitely weren't in town, so I couldn't even get to a game out there. But if y'all saw the score of that game yesterday, they put belt to behind on the Phoenix Mercury. Belt to behind. Salute for the Jewels, Chemo. Salute. But I think that was the 4th or 5th biggest deficit in W history. I think I posted in the Discord what it was. Let me see if I can find that tweet. The largest wins in WNBA history. Where was it? 48-point victory. It's the 4th largest win in WNBA history. So the Aces have been on the losing end of one of the largest and on the winning end. That's pretty funny. They lost last year by 53 to the Aces, and then they beat the Mercury yesterday by 48. Crazy. Anderson, no habla español, my friend. Mi amigo. No. What's going on, Fabian? Salute. Am I worried about this game? A little bit. First back-to-back of the season. I am a little worried. Where's my volume at? Uh-oh. Don't start this foolishness now. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I think it's a wrong remote. That would help. I need to change my audio. Should be coming through there. It might be still connected to my Bluetooth speaker. All right, broadcast has started, at least on the Fox channel. All right, now we are. Here we are. Fox probably just having issues. It's all good. Understood. Yeah, Tudo, we need to bounce back. I need to bounce back. Okay, cool. I thought it was just me. I was like, I couldn't hear anything, but it's back now. Cool. All right, if you're just joining, Liberty going with their 10th different starting lineup of the season. No Beck Gardner in the lineup tonight. Han Shu gets inserted into the lineup. So they're going to watch it. They're going to watch it. They're going to play Stewie, JJ, and Han Shu with Pauline and Sabrina. The game is on NBA TV. That's where you can watch the game. NBA TV or NBA League. I think you should be able to watch it on League Pass. I'm not too sure with the NBA TV rules, but definitely NBA TV. All right, let's see. Liberty first back-to-back of the season, and it's a road back-to-back. Liberty are 8-1 versus Eastern Conference opponents, so hoping to go 9-1 in this one. Liberty playing their former coach Sandy Brondello. Again, live from Montreal. Jump ball is up, and we are off and started. And loose ball is one. I don't know if that's considered a turnover or not, but the Tempo start off the game with possession. Man, this camera look way high up, and a foul already on Pauline Astier, 13 seconds into the game. Jeez, Pauline always gets caught up in fouls, but ball and play here with the Tempo. Marina Mabrey, deep three, and it's short. Long rebound goes out to Pauline. Gets it over to Brianna Stewart. Liberty lost 90-85 against Minnesota yesterday. Struggled in the first quarter when there was chances to put the game away, but let's see if they could play a little better today. 7 on the shot clock. Sabrina with the ball, guarded by Mabrey. Sabrina into the paint, fumbles it, throws it out to Jonquel. Jonquel not looking at the clock. And it's a turnover already. Shot clock violation by the Liberty. First possession of the game. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. You cannot make this stuff up. Yeah, so Connecticut has the most starting lineups with 12, Toronto with 11, and New York right behind them with 10. So I was accurate. My calculations were accurate in the amount of different starting lineups. Ball and play here with the Tempo. Alamon with the ball, gets it over to Mabrey. Mabrey pump fakes, guarded by Astier. Crossover into the paint, tries to step through it. And Han Shu with the first block of the game, blocks it out of bounds. And it's 10 on the shot clock for the Tempo. Juskaite to the inbound, gets it over to Isabel Harrison, former Liberty player. Gets it over to Conde. Conde on the drive, out to Alamon with 4 on the clock. Alamon over to Conde. Conde for 3, and it's all 5. Oh, and Juskaite gets the offensive rebound. That's what killed the Liberty in the last game, and then Juskaite throws it out of bounds to a cutting Conde. Liberty have to secure rebounds. That's what killed them in the Lynx game. Ball and play here with Sabrina. Sabrina, right side of the court, comes off the screen going left. Sabrina gets downhill, into the paint, goes up. Left hand layup is up, falls off the rim. Rebound tipped out to Alamon. They have numbers here. Alamon gets into the paint, throws it out to Juskaite, loads up for a 3, and knocks down the first basket of the game. Laura Juskaite knocks down the 3. Liberty don't match up in transition, and she knocks it down. Pauline with the crossover gets fouled by Alamon on the crossover, and that's Toronto's first foul of the game. So Toronto on the board here. Liberty yet to score. It's 3-0. Ball in play here. Pauline over to Sabrina. Sabrina comes off the screen going right. Sabrina dribbling. Gets it over to Pauline with 5 on the clock. Pauline goes over to Jonquel in the right corner for 3. Jonquel rattles in a 3 and gets the Liberty on the board. It's 3-3. Game is tied. Juskaite on the drive. Throws it out to Conde. Conde for 3. And Conde knocks down the 3. Answers right back. So it's a 3-point party here in Montreal. Sabrina fumbles it, but gets it back. Gets it over to Jonquel. Jonquel Jones hands off to Pauline. Pauline, top of the key here. Wants to screen from Stewie. She gets it. Gets downhill with the left. Scoops it up with the right. Can't get it. Stewie tries to tip it in with one hand. Gets the rebound. And she's short on the putback. Rebound tipped out to Isabel Harrison. Marina Mabrey with the ball. Mabrey on the drive. Bumps off Pauline. And they call a foul on Marina Mabrey for a push-off. Yeah, Chemo. They're trying with Leo and Satou out. They're trying something, because Beck Gardner in those 2 starts, she hasn't been great in those 2 starts. Ball in play here with the Liberty. Pauline with it. Pauline with the crossover. Pauline jump pass over to Stewie. Stewie shoots the 3 and it's off. Fight for the rebound. Jonquel gets it. Jonquel goes up and lays it in. Jonquel offensive rebound, put back, and she has the first 5 points here for the Liberty. It's 6-5 Toronto. Alamon into the paint, drops it, and they call Pauline again with another foul. That's her second foul 3 minutes into this game. They call Pauline for everything, bro. Jeez. So Marina Johannes comes in for Pauline Asti. That's one aspect of her game she has to clean up. She's been getting called for fouls. Has to be a little bit more patient with her defense. Liberty in a zone look here. Gets it over to Isabel Harrison. Turns around, shoots the jumper, bounces around, and Jonquel Jones snags the rebound. Throws it out to Sabrina. Sabrina crosses half court. Hands it off to J.J. J.J. walks into another 3, and it's off the front of the rim. Marina Mabrey with the rebound. Mabrey on the attack. Crosses over into the paint, bumps off Sabrina, and draws the foul on Sabrina, as Marina Mabrey will go to the line for 2 free throws. I'm watching the game on I live in New York, so I'm watching it on our local Fox channel. The game is on NBA TV if you're looking for the game. It might be on League Pass as well. Marina Mabrey first free throw is up and good. Second free throw is up and good. So Toronto up 8-5. 6:28 to go here in the first quarter. Sabrina with the ball. Gets it over to Stewie. Stewie comes off the screen. Drops it off to Honshu. Pump fakes down the lane. Honshu left-hand layup is good. Honshu in her first start of the season. She goes to the basket and lays it in. It's 8-7. Alamon with the ball. Throws it up top to Juskaite. You can't leave her wide open, but she misses this time. Box out by Shu. Rebound by Stewie. Stewie up to J.J. J.J. running the floor. Goes behind the back. Picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Marine. Marine Johannes with the ball. Marine finds Honshu. Top of the key. Loads up for a 3 off the back of the rim. And a foul there on Izzy Harrison. Trying to box out Jonquel Jones. Oh, you in Syracuse? Salute, Bass Boy. Salute, salute. Out here in Westchester County. A little further down from Syracuse. Ball in play here with Stewie in the Liberty. Out to Sabrina. Sabrina down to J.J. J.J. fumbles it. J.J. with 5 on the clock. One-legged fall away from the foul line off the front of the rim. And it's a miss. Rebound to Alamon over to Maria Conde. Conde picks up her dribble. Back up top to Julie. Julie calls for a screen. Niara Sabally is actually playing. I thought she was out today, but Niara Sabally is into the game. Conde on the drive. Floater is up. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. And Sabally gets the rebound over Jones. Finds Juskaite. Gets it poked away, but gets it back to Niara. Over to Alamon. Alamon comes off the screen. Drops it off to Niara Sabally. Tries to go reverse. And it bounces around and drops. So Niara Sabally against her former team gets the layup to go. Let me activate Niara Sabally here. Whoops. No, Marine with the miss and the tempo on the run here. Juskaite over to Sabally. Pump fakes for three. Doesn't take it. Over to Conde. Conde looking for somebody. Left side to Alamon. Down to Juskaite against Sabrina. Spins around her. Right hand layup. Too easy. And Juskaite lays it in. They have a big lineup on the floor right here. The tempo. Sabrina gets it over to Stewie. Stewie drops it off to Sabrina. Sabrina goes up and gets fouled there by Alamon. And when we come back from break, Sabrina will be going to the line for 2 free throws. What up, Eric Johnson? Salute, salute. What's going on? All right, so we're in a timeout now. Liberty, slow start. 12-7 Toronto on top right now. Let me look at the box score. Liberty shooting 3 for 11, 27% from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. Let me catch up on some of these comments. If you're looking for the game stream, I will not be showing the actual game. It's on NBA TV, League Pass. If you're in the New York area, you should be able to watch it on your local Fox channel. At least down here in near New York City. What's up, Liz? Salute, salute. Yeah, bad start so far, definitely. Liberty have to get better starts. I don't know what it is. I know it's a different starting lineup, but geez. Yeah, Fabian, our shooting definitely has been off these past couple games, especially the start games. We had a good start against Dallas. We had a good start against them, and then our second quarter that was bad, right? That they smoked us in the second quarter. But let's see how the Liberty respond. They are coming off a back-to-back. And Toronto hasn't played in a couple days, so they are the more rested team, but they do have injuries to some key players. So let's see how they respond. Yeah, I didn't even make my recap video of yesterday's game. I'm gonna combine yesterday's and today's recap into one video. I post those on the YouTube as well on my Liberty lineup playlist. I try to do recaps after every game, but I'm gonna combine these two. These last two on a back-to-back. All right. Broadcast is coming back. They come back to a commercial, not a commercial, but a video talking about Jonquel Jones being named an all-star reserve. So the Liberty only with 2 all-star representatives this year. They have Brianna Stewart, who's a starter, and Jonquel Jones, who's a reserve. So everybody else should be able to get fully rested, recuperate, and be ready to tackle the second half of the season. Yeah, we are definitely missing Leo and Satou's presence. Leo for her threes and D. Satou for her all-around offensive ability. But, as they say, next woman up. So, players got to step up in these new opportunities. Right, players are back on the court here after that timeout. It should be Sabrina Ionescu at the line for 2 free throws. Live from the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec. Sabrina first free throw is up, and she rattles it in. John Landing says, I finally got a chance to see Connecticut's Sun home game against Golden State. That's dope. I need to make my way up there before they go bye-bye. Sabrina knocks down the second. It's 12-9. Toronto on top. Who's this? Timo Pouye in the game, the French player for the tempo. Ball to Mabrey. Mabrey gets fouled by Beck Gardner, who's checked in. So the lineup on the floor now is Sabrina, Marine, Beck, JJ, and Brianna Stewart. Pouye inbounds it to Marina Mabrey, guarded by Sabrina, by Stewie. Liberty in a zone here. They leave Niara wide open. She hesitates. Ball gets deflected. Back out to Mabrey. Deep three and rattles it in. Liberty like to go to this zone, and it leads to breakdowns all the time. 15-9. Stewie with the ball. Finds Jonquel on the roll and gets fouled on the roll on the floor. Adrian says, I have a feeling Tempo may take this one. I hope not. I really hope not. Last game, Marina had 34 on 55% shooting, and they still lost against the Wings. Excuse me. Sabrina with the ball. Finds Jonquel. Jonquel steps back for a three, and it's short. Liberty shooting a lot of threes like they did against the Lynx, as Conde responds with a three, and the lead is up to 8. What's that? 9-point lead? 8-point lead. Liberty 1 for 6 from 3, and Tempo are 3 for 6. Jonquel over to Sabrina. Sabrina on the drive. Sabrina down the lane, goes up, gets blocked by Conde, but they call a foul. And Sabrina will go back to the line for free throws. Frustrating team, I tell you. They're gonna challenge this play. Sandy Brondello will challenge the play. To see if it was actually a foul or a clean block by Conde on Sabrina. It looks pretty packed in there so far, Liz. They haven't given a attendance record. They usually do that like third quarter. Liberty frustrating me here on a Sunday afternoon. Is anybody else broadcast screwing up over here? I don't know what they got going on the Fox channel. They need to fix up. Okay, I'm just making sure. Liberty settling for a lot of threes in this game so far. They just, I don't know what it is. They're 3 for 13 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3. Toronto 6 for 12 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3. So Toronto, 10 3-point field goals made per season. And they attempt 28. Liberty, 10.1 field goals made per season. They attempt 28.7. So Liberty in the bonus. Let's see what the call is, if they uphold the call or they overturn it. Team is just, I don't know, man. Don't know. .318 remaining. Liberty down 8 already. They're 1 for 6 from 3. They made their first 3, have missed their last 5. And they just can't get anything to go down low either. Looking at this, salute to everyone here on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. The challenge is upheld. It was a good challenge, clean block. So it's gonna be a jump ball. Nobody had possession afterwards. So a clean block there by Conde. So it's gonna be a jump ball here. Let's see if the Liberty can win this. So it's Niara Sabally versus Honshu. Honshu should win this jump ball. And it's won. Honshu tips it over to Sabrina. 17-9. Sabrina gets it over to Marine. Marine with the ball. Finds Honshu. Honshu over to Marine, down to Stewie. Stewie against Juskaite. They bring a late double. Stewie spins the other way, jumper off. Rebound to Conde. Conde pushing in transition. Conde finds Pouye. Pouye, oh, travels. They don't call it. Oh, they do call it. So a travel there by Pouye. Okay, come on, Liberty. Can we put the ball in the hoop? Like the goal of the game. 17-9, under 3 minutes to go here. Sabrina over to Beck Gardner. Beck Gardner finds Honshu. Honshu back to Beck Gardner. Looking for Stewie. Finds Stewie. Guarded by Izzy Harrison. Left side of the court. Stewie attacks Isabel. One leg fall away. Tough shot. Short again. Liberty cannot get a basket here. Marina Mabrey down the lane. Throws up and draws the foul. Woosah. Woosah. So Mabrey going back to the line for free throws here. Salute Uncommon Truth. Salute, salute. Follow his instructions. Make sure I hit the like as Mabrey knocks down the first free throw. Marina Mabrey, first time All-Star this season. Beck Gardner goes to the bench. Benijah Laney Hamilton checks into the game. I can't listen to you because you can't go for anyone your speaker. I don't know what that means, but salute to you. 19-9, Liberty down 10. They've gone cold as Sabrina falls on the floor, gets back up over to Breanna Stewart. And a foul there by, who is that? I don't know who. Bancole. I didn't even know that person was on the team. So Liberty are in the bonus, so they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. 19-9, Sabrina at the line. First free throw is up, and she knocks it in. Liberty finally get into double figures here. What's this lady name? Ornella Bancole. As Sabrina misses the second, rebound gets tipped out to Marine, and the Liberty have another possession here. Sabrina with the ball off the screen. Gets down the left-hand side. Has he move on Niara? Finds a cutting Benijah Laney Hamilton. Goes up and lays it in. So, Benijah Laney Hamilton, after struggling the last couple of games, finally gets on the board here. 7-point game, 19-12. Marina gets wide open for three off the back of the rim. Honshu grabs the rebound. Using her 6'11 size. Finally, Breanna Stewart goes behind the back. Gets it over to Marine. Marine comes off the screen. Marine down the lane, goes up. Statue of Liberty scoop. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Liberty can't make layups. Pouye on the run. Pouye, Euro steps, floater over Honshu. Short. And Sabrina gets the rebound. Sabrina walks it across half court. Sabrina gets the screen from Breanna Stewart. Gets a rescreen going to her left now. Sabrina steps back for a three, and Sab knocks down a three. So Sabrina starting to cook here in this first quarter. It's a 4-point game now. 19-15, Toronto on top. Izzy Harrison with the ball. Guarded by Stewie. Looking for Marina. Gets it over to Marina. Guarded by Benijah Laney Hamilton. Dancing with it. Gets it over to Izzy Harrison. Wide open for a three, and she knocks it down. 2 went to the ball. Marina finds Izzy Harrison, and they knock it down. Sabrina with the ball. Under a minute to go here. It's 22-15. Sabrina comes off the screen, gets into the paint, stops. They leave her open, and she's short on the foul line jumper. Rebound to Toronto. Niara Sabally bringing the ball up court. 38 seconds to go. Bancole over to Mabrey. Mabrey at half court. Guarded by Benijah. Comes off the screen. Mabrey gets around. Mabrey, has he moved, fumbles it. They bring a double over Mabrey. Over to Pouye with 4 on the clock. Marine pokes it away. 2 on the clock. Pouye steps through, throws it up, and banks it in. As the clock expired. They'll review that one at the break. 17 seconds to go. Wow, wow, wow. So it's 18 seconds left on the game clock. That shot by Pouye definitely counts. I don't think they've updated the score yet, but currently it's 22-15. Shot clock is off. Breanna Stewart comes across half court. Liberty have struggled in this quarter. Breanna Stewart gets downhill, skates through the lane, and scoops it in. Marine gets the steal. Marine throws up the floater and scores. Ball over to Sabally with 3 on the clock. Gets it over to Pouye for 3, and she misses. So the Liberty salvage a 3-point deficit at the end of the first after a steal and score to end the quarter. But Sabrina Ionescu starting off the first quarter with 6 points. You got Jonquel with 5, 2 from Stewie and Honshu, and now 2 from Marine and Benijah Laney Hamilton. At the end of the first, Toronto up 22-19. I think it will be 24-19 when they review that shot after, during this first quarter break. Pouye's basket will count, so it'll be 24-19 after the break. Let me catch up on some of these comments. Fabian says layups, rebounds, and turnovers are Achilles' heel. Yep, definitely. Yeah, Sierra Liberty won the cup and then turn around and start sucking again. Yep. Yeah, they definitely made something. All right, let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. Let's take a look at the box score. So 22-19. 22-19 at the end of the first quarter. 22-19 Toronto, the quote-unquote home team on top here. Breanna Stewart played all 10 minutes in that first quarter. 2 points, 1 of 7 shooting, 4 rebounds. Pass the rock, Stewie. Pass the rock. Jonquel Jones with 5 points in 7 minutes, 2 rebounds. Honshu in her first start, 2 points and a rebound. She got a block as well. Sabrina Ionescu with 6 points. She did most of her work from the foul line, knocked down 3 of her 4 free throws. Pauline Astier, 3 minutes, no points, 2 fouls, so she had to go to the bench early. Beck Gardner, no points. Benijah and Marine with 2 points apiece. So hopefully the Liberty gets some actual bench production today. 7 for 23 from the field in that first quarter for 30%. 2 for 7 for 3 from 3 for 29%. And knock on wood, they only had 1 turnover in that first quarter, which has been an issue for them. So if they can keep that low, they have a good chance of staying in this game. For Toronto, you got Izzy Harrison, 7 minutes, 3 points. Conde with 5. You got Juskaite with 5, 7 for Mabrey, none for Alamon. And off the bench, 2 for Niara and 2 for Tima Pouye. They're shooting 47% from the field on 17 attempts, 4 for 8 from 3. 50% from the field from 3. 7 assists, and they have 4 turnovers, but they're still up. So the score is updated now. Now it's 24-19. Salute for the sub, Pat. Salute.
Let's go.
So Liberty lineup on the court right now is Pauline Astier, Raquel Carrera, Honshu, Benijah Laney Hamilton, and Marine Johannes. They find Marine coming off the screen. Marine, no hesitation for 3. It's short, but it bounces off the front of the rim, hits the backboard, and it drops. Marine Johannes hits the steal and layup to end the first. Starts off the second with a 3. It's 24-22. Juskaite with the ball, attacks Carrera. Over to Pouye, finds Izzy Harrison. Out to Alamon. Alamon drives right. Finds Juskaite on the right baseline with 5 on the shot clock. Juskaite stops, steps through, and they call a travel, which is a good call there. Good defense by Raquel Carrera. And Liberty with a chance to tie or take the lead here. So, ball in possession with the New York Liberty. We got Pauline Astier with the rock. Pauline finds Honshu. Izzy goes for the steal, but Honshu recovers it. Back to Pauline. Pauline up top to Marine. Marine gets the screen from Raquel. Another 3 for Marine. It's off the rim. Fight for the rebound. Can't get it. Izzy with it, but another bad pass. Marine steals it, score, and ties the game at 24. So that's the second time Marine has stolen a lazy pass in the backcourt by the tempo and it's resulted in a layup. So that's 2 steals and 7 points for Marine. Moving screen here by Juskaite, and the Liberty get a possession. So the bench unit here doing some work. So Marine saying we need to show more effort. She said that in the last post-game press conference. And she is leading by example. Pauline over to Marine, guarded by Alamon. France versus Belgium. As Marine gets down low, double clutches and misses the layup. And she falls and she's holding her ankle. But the Tempo are on the run. They find Kia Nurse over to Alamon. Alamon for 3, and it's all. Fight for the rebound, but Benija gets it. Looks like Marine is back on her feet. But a lazy pass by Benija gets tipped and stolen. Izzy with the ball. Izzy drives, throws up the floater, can't get it to go, and Raquel Carrera snatches down the rebound. Raquel gets it over to Pauline Astier. Playing with 2 fouls she got in that first quarter. Pauline with the ball. She sets up for a 3. They go under, and it's an air ball. So it is Toronto ball, 24-24. And ball in play here. For the Tempo, it's Alamon, Sabally. Who else is there? Juskaite, Conde, and somebody's in the corner there that I can't see. As Conde gets down. Oh, Kia Nurse. Fight. Ball is loose. Liberty got their hands on it. It goes out of bounds. 9 on the shot clock for the Tempo. Empire, salute, salute. What's going on? Yeah, they just airballing out here. Maybe that's tired legs. Maybe I'm giving them too much grace. Ball. Alamon trying to get it in bounds. Throws it up to Juskaite with 8 on the clock. Juskaite on the attack. Gets down the lane. Throws up the layup. And draws the foul on Jonquel. But she'll go. So Juskaite will go to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, I need to get my points for watching this game on the Liberty app. Hold on. Come on. I need to get my points. Juskaite at the line. Free throw is up. And she knocks it down. Juskaite had 25 points last game against Dallas. So she's capable of putting the ball in the basket. Juskaite knocks down the first free throw. She plays for Lithuania. She's Lithuanian. As she knocks down the second. All right, got my points. Ball in play here with the Liberty. 26-24. Pauline Astier with the ball. Pauline up top to Jonquel. Jonquel hands it off to Marine. Marine, I think she has all the points in this quarter so far. Marine, cross-court pass to Benija. Benija pump fakes for 3. Pass the ball, Benija. Pass the ball. Oh, she says, shut up, Jay. I'm going to hit this baseline jumper. Benija Lainey Hamilton knocks down the left baseline jumper and knocks it down 26-26. She had Pauline at the top of the key wide open. I would have preferred that, but listen, she hit a contested 2. Alamon with the ball, guarded by Pauline. Ball, pass right over Marine's head to Conde. Conde misses the 3. Jonquel with the rebound. Gets it over to Marine. Marine crosses half court. Gets the screen from Jonquel. Marine dances with it. Marine, has he jump pass over to Jonquel? It's not a good pass. Turnover. Kia Nurse down the lane, throws up the layup, and scores. So I jinxed it. Liberty had 1 turnover in the first half. They have 2 already here in the second. Pauline out to Raquel. Over to Benija. Calls for the screen. Benija gets the screen. Benija stops. Drops it off to Raquel. Pass was a little behind. And another turnover. Conde on the run. Skips through that lane. And a foul called on Marine. Marine tried to get the jump ball. But Conde draws the foul. Sunday, there was a shot that was reviewed to see if it got off in time towards the end of the first quarter. They reviewed it during the break, and that's why they added the 2 points afterwards. Conde, first free throw is up and good. Sabrina and Brianna check back in. Benija and Raquel Carrera go to the bench. I jinxed it, y'all. I should have just kept my mouth shut about the turnovers. So Hyundai knocks down the free throw, both free throws. So it's a 4-point game for Toronto here, 30-26. Ball in play here with Marine, and they call a foul. Is it on Juskaite? Yeah, foul on Juskaite trying to guard Breanna Stewart. Ball over to Pauline. Pauline gets it over to Sabrina. Sabrina gets the screen from Jonquel. Sabrina on the attack. Sabrina stops, throws up the floater, and it rattles in. Sabrina Ionescu back into the game, back into the scorebook. 2-point game, 30-28. Marina gets it over to Niara. Niara gets it stolen by Pauline. Pauline outruns everybody, and Pauline lays it in. Timeout, Sandy Brondello. Liberty tied the game at 30. So the Liberty forcing some turnovers. I will give them credit there. Force some turnovers. And after an early 8-9 point deficit, they've tied the game again at 30. Let's take a look at the box score so far in the second quarter. Salute to everyone tapped in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We do watch alongs all season long. I haven't been as active as years past, but I will try and be more active as much as possible. Score is 30-30. Liberty outscoring the tempo 11-6 in the quarter. 11-6. Looking at the score here, you got Breanna Stewart, 2 points, 5 for Jonquel Jones with 3 rebounds. You got 2 for Hanshu, 8 for Sabrina, and 2 for Pauline Astier, who she just got the steal and score there. It looks like Maylee's about to check in possibly at this next break. Raquel Carrera with none. Beck Garden with none. You got 4 for Benija, which is a positive sign, and 7 for Marine Johannes with 2 steals. Let's see if the Liberty improved their shooting. They're shooting 39% from the field now. 30% from 3. That's still a struggle. But they have 13 rebounds. And it says 3 turnovers, but I think they have 4 total. 1 is a team turnover. For the Toronto tempo, Izzy Harrison still with 3. Conde, Juskaite, and Mabrey with 7 apiece. And Alaman yet to score. Then their bench, you have Sabally, Nurse, and Pouye with 2 points each. All right, so score is currently 30-30. 5:54 to go in the second quarter. 5:54 to go. Looking at this other game, Seattle is currently beating the Washington Mystics 32-28. You'll see that score circulate at the, if you're watching on YouTube, at the bottom of your screen, you'll see that score circulate there. There's 4 games on the W schedule tonight. Well, today. You got Chicago and Dallas later at 7 on ESPN and Disney Plus. And then you have Indiana, Las Vegas at 9 p.m. on Peacock, NBC. And Las Vegas playing a back-to-back as well. They smacked up Phoenix yesterday, and now they're hosting Indiana. So Liberty, their main thing is 1, take care of the ball, and 2, rebound the ball. Michael, salute. You're new to the chat, but I appreciate you however you found the channel. Salute to you. Salute, salute. All right, let's see what the Liberty do here. Let's see what lineup is on the floor here. It looks like Marine, Pauline, Breanna, Jonquel, and let's see who else is on the court here. We'll see as Toronto brings it up the court. And Sabrina. So they have a 3-guard lineup out here with Pauline, Marine, and Sabrina. Let's see how they respond. Marine comes off the screen. In and out dribble. Stops. Jumper is up from the elbow and scores. Marina Mabrey knocks down the jumper. Toronto retakes the lead 32-30. Pauline at the controls here. Pauline comes off the screen going right. Pauline goes back out. Nowhere to go. Gets it to Sabrina. Sabrina down to Stewie. At the Stewie. Double team. Got to pass the ball. And they call a foul here. With 5 on the shot clock. I think Stewie was looking for that foul call. Mabrey arms palms to the ceiling. Like, what did I do there? So ball in play here with Pauline. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina drives left. Sabrina stops, throws up the floater, and scores from the left side. Sabrina Ionescu. She getting back to that floater bag. Ties the game at 32. Conde gets it over to Juskaite. Over to Mabrey. Mabrey guarded by Pauline. Mabrey between the legs. Gets around Pauline. Skips through the lane. Left hand layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Pauline. Pauline crosses half court. Gets it over to Marine. Marine, right side to Stewie. Hand off to Marine. Marine, pump fake. Tries to go baseline. Tries to throw a baseline pass to Sabrina. And it's another turnover. 5th turnover of the game. Marine, take it easy. A couple loose passes there by Marine. Leading to some turnovers here. And a foul there on Pauline. That's 3 fouls on Pauline now. Bruh. Liberty have to clean up the turnovers. Just blind passes around the corner. Like, we have to do better there. Ball over to Conde. Conde for 3. It sits on the back of the rim and falls in. So it's a 3-point lead for Toronto, 35-32. Sabrina with the ball. Keeps the dribble alive. Finds Marine. Marine down to Stewie. Stewie versus Conde. Stewie comes across the lane. Throws up the left-hand floater. Can't get it to go. And a rebound by Toronto. Toronto on the push here. Alamon with it. Over to Conde. Conde over to Alamon. Alamon back to Conde. Down to Juskaite. Guarded by Sabrina. Juskaite spins off. Throws up the floater. And scores. That's a mismatch. And a 5-point lead for Toronto. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina up top to Jonquel. Jonquel gets the screen from Stewie. Jonquel hands it off to Benija. Benija comes off the screen, picks up her dribble over to Stewie. Down to Jonquel, and it's another turnover by the Liberty. Trying to force the ball into the paint there from a bad angle, and it leads to a foul/turnover. Liberty, after having 1 turnover in the first quarter, they're up to 6 here in the second as they leave Niara Sabally wide open in the middle of the paint. Coach DeMarco calls a timeout. 39-32 with 3:29 to go in the second quarter. Can't make this stuff up, y'all. You cannot make this stuff up. 39-32. Toronto capitalizing off the Liberty's turnovers and defensive mishaps. They leave Niara Sabally 10 feet from the basket wide open. It's a practice shot. Can't make this stuff up. Liberty up to 6 total turnovers, leading to 9 points for the Tempo. Toronto with 8 turnovers, leading to 8 points for the Liberty. It's like silly mistakes all the time. All the time. It comes down to communication. Looking at the box score, Stewie struggling, 1 of 8 from the field for 2 points. Sabrina with 10. She's the only player in double figures. For the Tempo, they have Conde with 10, 9 for Juskaite and Mabrey, 3 for Harrison, and off the bench you have 4 for Sabally, 2 for Nurse, and 2 for Poulier. I need a beverage. Team's a joke, man. This team is a joke. Let me see what the socials are saying. Nothing positive. Salute to everyone tapped in. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Sideline. Appreciate all you guys tapped in for the stream. As you can tell, I am a Liberty fan, so I do get a little emotionally invested in this team's success and failure. Brianna Stewart has one foul. For the person who asked, I'm gonna end this poll that I had on YouTube. 68% of y'all said Liberty, 32% said Tempo out of the 136 votes we had. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. We got a good, nice crowd here. Appreciate everyone who's tapped in to the stream on this Sunday afternoon. Liberty on the second night of a back-to-back, looking to get back in the win column. So are the Tempo. They're on a 4-game losing streak. So both teams in desperate need of a win. Live from Montreal, Quebec. The Tempo are going on their Canada tour, it looks like. So they're playing in their second game in as many days in Montreal. Ball and play here with the Liberty to start, to continue, I should say, the second quarter. 3:25 to go. Same lineup on the floor here. A bad pass by Marine, and it's a turnover out to timeout. Alamon steal and score. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. 41-32. Lazy pass there. Alamon jumps it, steals it, goes coast to coast. Sabrina finds Stewie. Stewie goes up and finally gets an easy one, banks it in. 41-34. Fabian, do I think it's a system and coach issue? As Juskaite shoots a three, it could be as Juskaite just walks into a three and laces it. Tempo getting whatever they want. It's a 10-point game here. And now an offensive foul here on Benijah Laney Hamilton. So the Liberty just can't get out of their own way. A turnover here. Offensive foul. It's a little bit of it's the players, it's the system, it's the rotations because we have players in and out the lineup. It's a lot. Toronto won a 12-2 run here. Juskaite blows by Benijah, throws it out to Conde. Conde for three, and she's off. Thankfully, it was a wide open three. Sabrina, terrible pass, and it gets tipped out by Alamon. Liberty trying to hit the home run, no need. Liberty with 7 turnovers in the quarter. Marine finds Sabrina. Sabrina sets up for a three, air ball, or it might have just grazed the front of the rim. Ball over to Mabrey. Toronto on the run here. They're feeling themselves. Mabrey blows by Benijah, tries to skip through, finds Niara, loose ball, and Benijah gets it, and they say it's a foul on Marina Mabrey. So Marina Mabrey laying on the floor here. It looked like she took a shot to the face as well. As the teams go to their benches. Mabrey gets up. So Benijah gets on the floor and then catches Mabrey in the face there. Extend their arm. So that's probably going to get reviewed, and it's going to be tempo ball possibly. (44-34). The Liberty had it tied at 30-30. And the Tempo go on a 12, or what is it now, a 14-4 run. Why is it saying they detected? On TikTok, Chrissy said, hate to say this, I knew the Liberty will lose this game. They are avoiding the #1 seed for playoffs. I don't think they're intentionally losing. I think they're just not a good team at the moment. They're just not good. So it's 44-34, 2:08 to go. Laura Juskaite leading the way and scoring 12 points. And they're reviewing this play multiple times. Team is just not good, man. Frustrating to watch. So I think this play will go in favor of the tempo. Senor says they'll talk at halftime and lock in, but it shouldn't have to take till halftime to lock in. It's a the second quarter was their issue last game as well. You would think we got to do better in the second quarter, and they come out and they're getting outscored here in the second. What is it? 20-15. It's not bad, but they had to lead multiple times in this quarter, and now they're down 10. Empire said maybe working on that Oscar. Yeah, Stewie not doing too much. She has 4 rebounds. She just got her 4th point in the game a couple minutes ago. So let's see. So they called. I think they called maybe a technical or a flagrant. Mabrey knocks down the free throw. So I think it might be a flagrant one. Flagrant one on Benijah Laney Hamilton. Mabrey misses the second free throw. Pup, when do I think they'll get it together? Listen, who knows if they'll get it together. We'll see if Satou finally comes back and Leo's healthy. We'll see if that helps. But who knows? Ball and play here with Toronto. 11-point game. It was just tied not too long ago. Conde with the ball. Attacks Stewie. Out to Alamon. Alamon for 3. Short. Jonquel with the rebound. Gets it over to Sabrina. Gets it over to Benijah. Let's see if they can end this quarter on a run to cut the deficit. Benijah picks up her dribble. Nowhere to pass the ball. Gets it over to Han Shu. Han Shu gets it over to Sabrina. Ball gets poked away. Sabrina recovers it with 7 on the shot clock. Sabrina off the screen. Sabrina crossover. Sabrina into the paint. Shoots a contested jumper. Gets fouled. And Sabrina will go to the line. I didn't really see a foul there, but Sabrina will go to the line for 2 free throws. Are we having another review here? I think we have another review here. They're gonna. I think Sandy's gonna challenge this play. That'll be her second challenge. So even if she wins it or loses it, excuse me, they'll have no more. Big Dog said, would anybody want to watch this live? Yo, you can leave, my friend Big Dog. People are watching. So if you don't like it, you can leave. Actually, I'll boot you out of here, my friend. You can leave. 45-34. 45-34 is the score. So they're reviewing this last play to see if it is a foul by Alamon on Sabrina. Salute to everyone tapped in on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Liberty just can't get out of their own way. JM says Liberty will win. Look at the last game. Liberty lost the last game, my friend. They came back and then lost. Nah, I can't land. I'm not giving them that culture shock and none of that. I'm not giving them no excuses here. The only excuse I'll give them is they're missing Leonie Fiebich. But other than that, I'm not giving them any excuses. Toronto's missing Brittany Sykes. They're missing Temi Fagbenle. They're missing Kiki Rice. And they're still up 11 points on the Liberty. The only thing I will say is the Liberty played last night in Minnesota, and the Tempo haven't played in a couple days. Nay says, do I think Stewart will get 15 by the end of the game? I mean, in order for the Liberty to win, she's going to need to. She's going to need to. It didn't look like a foul, right? Let me see. Yeah, that's not a foul at all. The referee just whistle happy. So it's a jump ball here. Jonquel wins the tip, gets it over to Benija Laney Hamilton. Benija with the ball. Benija gets it over to Honshu. Honshu finds Stewie, and a foul there by Conde. That one was actually a foul. Yeah, Mr. Gold, they playing sorry. They are. I have no excuses for them. They don't look good at all. 1:25 to go. Liberty inbounded to Jonquel. Jonquel at the top of the key. Finds Sabrina. Sabrina right side of the court. Down to Stewie. Stewie attacks Conde. Goes up. Left hand layup. Can't get it to go. Benija gets the rebound. Throws it over to Sabrina. Wide open for three. They need it. And Sabrina delivers. Knocks down to 3. 8-point game here. The offensive rebound by Benija leads to a second chance basket. And Sab knocks it down. 8-point game, 45-37. Ball down to Conde. Conde spins, gets it stripped away, picks it back up, fight for the rebound. And Sabally in the lane. Nobody there to box out, and she lays it right in. Back to the 10-point game. Finds Honshu. Honshu dribbles right. Nowhere to go. Finds Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. Guarded by Mabrey. 10 on the shot clock. Sabrina guarded by Niara now. Finds Stewie. Stewie goes up. Left hand layup. Stewie just missing layup after layup. Jeez Louise. Come on, Stewie. Salute for the Jules Mads. Appreciate you. Stewie got to make these layups. Sabrina trying to inbound it. Gets it into JJ. JJ goes up and lays it in. Back to an 8-point game. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Mabrey with the ball, guarded by Brianna Stewart. On an island here. 3-second difference, shot clock and game clock. 13 to go. Mabrey with the ball. Mabrey contested 3, in and out. Jonquel with the rebound. 5 to go. Sabrina with it. 4 to go. 3, 2. Sabrina, look at the clock. Sabrina crosses over, throws it up from 3, off the back of the rim, and that's how the quarter ends. 8-point deficit for the Liberty. Toronto up 47-39. So we're going to halftime. Halftime's usually 15 minutes. We'll talk about the box score in this game, team stats, and then we'll take a look at the other game that's going on right now. But that second quarter has been the Achilles heel the past 2 games for the Liberty. They just can't seem to muster up points in the quarter. Sean says, when Satou coming back? Who knows? Satou's been in and out of concussion protocol all season. They said she started her reconditioning, but who knows how far away she is. Looking, yep, I guess glass half full here. Looking at the match, it could be worse, even if they can come back. Yeah, 8-point deficit isn't insurmountable, but it's the point of putting yourself in that position in the first place. Ty says, I got 59 on the Liberty. What do I think? Like, to score 59 points in the game? I hope so. If they can't score 59 points in 20 minutes of basketball, heads got to roll, to be completely honest with you. Empire says, same injury that kept her early in the season. Yeah, Satou, she was out from concussion from the finals last year. She came back, and then she got elbowed in the face again a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. I forgot who they played, but she got elbowed in the head, and I guess that reactivated the concussion symptoms. So it's a recurring issue here for Satou. I think that concussion that she suffered in the finals did more has done a lot of damage to her. She even plays with like earplugs in, because I guess the loud noises probably throws her off. Yeah, it was the Vegas game. Thanks, Fabian. She took an elbow right to the face, and there was no foul called either. All right, let's look at the halftime score stuff now. What am I looking at? Here we go. So score is 47-39 at the half. Toronto outscored New York 24-19 in the first, and then outscored them 23-20 in the second. Brianna Stewart not having a great game. 16 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 11 shooting, 0 of 1 for 3. She does have 4 rebounds. Jonquel Jones, 15 minutes, 7 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. You got Honshu, got the start today, 2 points, a rebound in 13 minutes. 13 for Sabrina Ionescu. 4 of 10 shooting. She has 2 rebounds, 3 assists. And Pauline, 8 minutes, 2 points, and 2 rebounds. She has 3 fouls, I believe. Yep, 3 fouls for her. Raquel Carrero, no points in her 4 minutes. Beck Gardner, no points in her 2 minutes. You have 11 minutes, 4 points for Benijah Laney Hamilton. She also got a flagrant 1 for flailing her arm out at Marina Mabrey, hitting her in the face, which gave up 2 free throws. Benijah has 4 turnovers in 11 minutes. So 4 points, 4 turnovers. I don't know. 7 points for Marine, but she has the turnover bug as well. She had a couple nice steals for baskets, but then gave the ball right back to the other team with her 3 turnovers. But she has 7 points and 2 steals. I thought Maylee was coming in, but she didn't. So no Maylee. Maylee and Allen, the only active players yet to play yet. Liberty shooting 39% from the field, 31% from 3, 75% from the line. They had 1 turnover at the end of the first. They have 8 turnovers now. So 7 turnovers in that second quarter. For Toronto, Izzy Harrison, 9 minutes, 3 points. You have Conde with 10 points. 12 for Juskaite, 10 for Mabrey, 2 for Alamon with 6 assists. And then you have 6 for Sabally, 2 for Nurse and Pouillet. So they got 3 players in double figures for the Tempo. For the Liberty, only 1. And that's Sabrina Ionescu. Let me see. Sorry. They're shooting 47% from the field, 38% from 3, and 90% from the line. And they have 8 turnovers themselves, but they're still up in this game. Let me take a look at the comments here. Chrissy said those brain injuries are no joke. I pray she recovers and gets back to herself. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, those things, you can't rush those brain injuries. Especially if you guys remember the images from the finals where they like dragged her body off the court like like it was a lifeless corpse out there. But hopefully she can get healthy. She's on a 2-year deal with the Liberty, so she has at least next season to play with the Liberty. But let's take a look at the team stats before we look at the other game that's going on. Leading scorers, you can see Sabrina and Juskaite leading the way, 13 and 12 respectively. Jonquel with 5, Juskaite with 4. Then you have Alamon with 6 assists, Sabrina with 3. Looking at the comparisons here, Liberty are winning the rebounding battle 20-17. But they're losing the 3-point battle. They're 4 for 13. Toronto is 6 for 16. Turnovers, as you can see, 9 total turnovers for 11 points for Toronto. They scored 11 points off of the Liberty's 9 turnovers. The Liberty only scored 8 points off of Toronto's 8 turnovers. Tempo leading fast break points 13-2. We know the Liberty aren't a good fast break team. They're old and slow. Besides Pauline, they don't get up and down the floor quickly at all. They like to play in the half court. They're winning the points in the paint 20-14. Fouls are about equal, and of course that flagrant foul I mentioned by Benijah Laney Hamilton. Let me look at the comments here. Freelance said I need Stewart to have at least 12 points. Yeah, they played last night, so Stewie's legs probably cooked. Who knows? Sean said we signed Satou to a multi-year contract, knowing she's always hurt. Free agency. Yeah, I think from what I've heard, we were in the running for Gabby Williams, but something happened and we ended up not getting her. So it is what it is. Maddox, what's up? You don't think DeMarco's the right coach for this team? A lot of people have that thought right now. A lot of people are having that thought. But listen, we're almost at the halfway point. Well, next week is the halfway point, the All-Star break. I know everybody points to Vegas. Vegas was struggling, and then they flipped the switch in the second half of the season. But Vegas is a team that's played a lot together already. This team, under the same coach, I should say, this team fairly new, new system, I should say, not a new to each other, but new system, new coaching staff. So it's not the same as a Aces team that's been together for, at that point, 2 championships, so we'll see. Looking at this other game that's going on, it's at halftime as well. Seattle beating Washington 45-40. Let's take a look at the box score. Dom Malonga with 4 points. I seen the news early today. Ezzy Magbegor fractured face. Happened before the game. She's gonna be out for the next couple of weeks. She had just came back. Our farm, excuse me, no points. 18 for Tisha Heidemann. Bud with 18. Got 8 for Flau'jae Johnson. 7 for Jade Melbourne off the bench. Katie Lou Samuelson with 3. Mackenzie with 2. And Steph Dolson with 3. For Washington, Onion Ware yet to score. 7 and 10 for Kiki Iriafen. Got Shakira with 12 points. 10 for Sonia Citron in her return. I think she was out with some ankle or foot injury. And Georgia Amore hasn't scored. Off the bench, Lauren Betts with 4. Cody McMahon with 2. 3 for Cass Prosper. And 2 for Alicia Flores. Russell says, I swear, man, I just want to watch Malonga play. Yeah, I like Malonga. I like Dom. I like a lot of the French players that are here. There's 6 minutes to go before halftime is over. They just put a shot back in the arena. I guess the Liberty getting chewed out because I don't see any of them on the court shooting the ball around. So we'll see. Yeah, 3 fouls in 8 minutes is pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Almost got more fouls than points, but she is a +1 in her minutes, so I guess she's doing something right. You got 2 steals and a block, so she's doing something positive at the moment. Salute for that. Yeah, Sierra, I think I'm probably exaggerating. I think that's what the tweet said. Said Dom Malonga fractured face. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. WNBA. Yeah, it said Dominique Malonga. Sorry, Ezzy Magbegor to miss at least a couple of weeks with a facial fracture. So I just switched the words around. Fractured face, facial fracture. Sean says, I don't think it's a coaching issue. The players ain't performing. Chris ain't the one chucking up unnecessary threes, missing easy layups, and turning the ball over. That is correct. That is correct. Yeah, Empire. The Aces were a +41 last night. Fourth biggest margin of victory in W history, I believe. So the Aces have been on the losing end of one of the biggest and the winning end on one of the biggest. Over here showing Sugar Rogers highlights on the Fox broadcast. She was a guard with the Liberty from 2014 to 2018. 2017, 6th Woman of the Year. She was the first player in Liberty history to earn the honor. She was a 3-point specialist for the Liberty. I remember Sugar Rogers. All right, so I guess we have one more timeout, one more commercial break before we come back to this game. Salute to everyone who's sticking around. Appreciate you guys tapped in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Salute. Ricey, salute for the sub. Appreciate that. We are currently at halftime. For those who are new to the channel, I am Jay Jordan. I've been doing watch-alongs and WNBA content for the past, how many seasons? It's been probably 4 seasons now. Oh, before they get me copyright, let me get that off the screen. For the past 4 seasons now, the channel has grown tremendously thanks to all of you. Just started streaming on TikTok this season. I finally succumbed to the TikTok craze. I was posting videos on TikTok, but now I'm live streaming there as well. YouTube has been the foundation for everything. So appreciate everyone who's tapped in and who's subscribed, liked, shared, donated, super chatted, all those good things. All right. So let's see what the Liberty can do in the second half. They have to clean up the turnovers and they have to shore up their defense. I feel like I'm like a broken record saying the same thing every single game. Umpire's right. Yeah, Liberty on the second night of a back-to-back. I think that's the only bail I'm shooting them tonight. Second night of a back-to-back, played in Minnesota, flew to Montreal, now playing in Montreal. But you still expect to see more. You still expect to see more for a team that wants to contend for a championship. They're currently 13-10. They're not a good road team. They're 6-5 on the road. About to be 6-6 if they lose this game. So, have not been a good road team. They're gonna need a stellar second half to pull off a win here. But Toronto on the other side, losers of the last 4 games in a row. They're hoping to leave Montreal with at least one win. Can't go on your Canada tour and be losing in the other cities. Come on now. But for my sake, I hope they do. All right, we're still in the commercial, y'all. I'm not just rambling just to ramble. Waiting for the game to actually restart. It looks like they are about to come back. Yep, yes they are. Oh, they're showing a picture of downtown Montreal. I've never been. Montreal. I've been to Toronto, going to Toronto again at the end of the month. See some family. So, gotta make a trip up to Montreal eventually. But broadcast has restarted. They're talking about the Storm and Mystics game that has restarted. Storm are up 45-44 now. Let me know in the comments who you think will win this game now. A lot of y'all said Liberty. Are y'all changing y'all minds? You think the Liberty will come back or will the Tempo run away with this game? Yeah, it was like 35% of the chat voted Tempo in the pregame poll. So let's see if anything changes. All right, let's see what happens here, people. He said I would never put money on the Liberty. Yeah, I guess I have no argument there. I got no argument there. So it's Liberty ball to start the third quarter. Knock on wood, the Liberty actually take care of the basketball. So Sabrina had an excellent third quarter in the last game against the Lynx to bring them back. Let's see if she can repeat that. Pauline finds Honshu high low to Stewie and a foul there by Conde already. So it's 47-39. Ball in play here. Sabrina gets it over to Pauline. Back down to Stewie. They're trying to start Stewie off. Stewie hook shot, and she gets it to go. Sky hook for Breanna Stewart, and it's a 6-point game. Breanna Stewart, that's her sixth point of the game. As Juskaite goes downhill, gets it stripped by by Sabrina and stolen, and then a foul there by Juskaite. So Sabrina with the nice hand stripped it away and saved it in bounds, and then Stewie gets fouled. So that's 2 fouls already on the Tempo. So let's see if the Liberty can capitalize. They already forced a turnover. Pauline with the ball. Pauline with the left-hand drive. Pauline cross-court pass to Honshu. Right corner 3, and it's off the front of the rim. Isabel Harrison gets it almost poked away, but Alaman has it. Gets it over to Marina. Marina on the attack. Marina goes up and scoops the layup on the left-hand side over Honshu. 49-41. Pauline with the ball. Over to Jonquel. Jonquel with the ball. Gets it down to Honshu. You got a Honshu in the post against Izzy. Left hand hook. Short. Rebound to Alamon. I think with Honshu, you gotta throw the ball higher. She's 6'11". You can't throw a bounce pass to her knees. Ball tipped away by Sabrina. Right to Jonquel. So a steal there by the Liberty. Sabrina over to Pauline. Pauline down the lane and scoops in the layup. So it's a 6-point game again. 49-43. One of our quickest players able to run the floor. Alamon with the ball. Alamon finds Juskaite. Pump fakes for three. Goes around Jonquel. Gets right down the lane. Nobody steps up. And Juskaite right down Main Street lays it in. Pauline with the ball. Crossover on Mabrey. Throws it out to Honshu. Loads up for a three. Off the back of the rim again. Fight for the rebound. Out on Izzy. And it's Liberty ball. Honshu, I'm watching this game. I live in New York, so I'm watching it on our local channel, but it's on NBA TV if you have access to it. Ball and play to Astier down the lane, and she tries to bounce pass it to Stewie. It's a turnover. Ball with Marina Mabrey. She steps back for a three and knocks it down. So a turnover leads to a three, and Toronto go back up double figures. Brianna Stewart with the ball. Stewart with the crossover. Gets into the paint, stops, throws up the jumper, and scores from 8 feet out. Back to single digits. 54-45. Pressure the ball. Alamon gets it over to Izzy Harrison. Izzy looking for Mabrey. Mabrey guarded by Sabrina. Mabrey snakes into the lane. Floater off the front of the rim. Rebound to Jonquel. Jonquel brings it across half court. Jonquel cross court pass to Honshu. And Honshu steps out of bounds. Ball in here and play with Toronto. Liberty up to 11 turnovers. They had one at the end of the first quarter. Ball down to Mabrey, guarded by Pauline. Pauline playing with 3 fouls. They call a foul and 1. And Pauline can't believe it. And Mabrey will go to the line for the 3-point play. So 4th foul on Pauline. So Pauline with 4 fouls in the game. Yeah, Sean, that's a good shout. Maybe his vision for the team is outdated, or maybe you need younger players to accomplish his vision. I don't know, but those questions will have to be answered at the end of the season, depending on how everything plays out. So 12-point game. Sabrina with the ball. Over to Jonquel. And a foul there by Mabrey. We just can't keep up. We're just very slow. That's what it boils down to. Liberty to inbound. Sabrina gets it over to Brianna Stewart. Brianna Stewart against Conde. They bring a double. Over to Marine. Finds Honshu. She loads up for a three. And it's too strong off the back of the rim. So Honshu can't buy a three tonight. Leo would usually be in that position. And it's as Izzy walks into a three and she's short, Marine gets the rebound. Marine brings it across half court. Marine Johannes with the ball. Gets it up top to Jonquel. Down to Honshu. And Jonquel throws a low pass right to the tempo player who pokes it away. Mabrey, baseline jumper is good. 59-45. Sabrina, corner three, knocks it down. Sabrina for three. And it's 59-48. Alamon with the ball. Down to Mabrey. Mabrey guarded by Sabrina. Throws it out to Izzy. And Juskaite gets lost and a timeout by the Liberty. Liberty down 61-48. Honshu went over for the double, doesn't rotate back over to her defender. Juskaite cuts behind the defense, wide open under the basket. Easy layup. Ah. 61-48 is the score. Yeah, this is embarrassing. Team is cooked, man. Just start over, Jonathan. Start over. This team is just old, slow, and non-athletic. There's nobody who can be like, go get me a bucket. Everybody needs a screen or they need to be in a specific spot to score, man. Team is terrible. Frustrating to watch. Liberty getting outscored 14-9 in the quarter. And it doesn't look like it's getting any better. Salute to everyone who's tuning in, who's staying tuned in for this. 5:51 to go. Liberty just can't get out their own way. Can't get out their own way. Let me see what the Liberty got going on after this game. Look at the schedule. So Liberty, after tonight, they have a 4-day break. They don't play again until Thursday, but they play Dallas again, a team that's young and has beat them already 2 times this season. So, and then they play the Fever on Saturday, and then they have another couple days break until they play Chicago. And then that's the All-Star break. So Liberty need to at least, I don't even know what they need to do. They need to win some of these games. They got to try and avenge their losses to Dallas and then beat Indiana. Because this game right now, I don't know. Don't know. Ron said Liberty looking as old as Jay. Listen, I mean, half the players are my age. You don't see me out in the league playing. Stewie like 32, Jonquel like 31. Who else? Benijah's 33. You got Beck Gardner, who's like 33. So they all my age mates. All right, y'all, back in play here with the Liberty. Let's see if they can make this a little interesting. Ball over to Brianna Stewart. Cross court to Marine. No hesitation for 3. Off the back of the rim, and it's a brick. Alaman pushing in transition. Conde back to Alaman, but it was a kick ball there by the Liberty. Saved the layup, though, so I will give them credit. (61-48). It's tempo ball here. Over to Niara. Ball back to Alaman. Alaman over to Mabrey. Mabrey, deep 3 off the front of the rim. Jonquel gets the rebound. Ball over to Sabrina. Sabrina finds Marine. Marine with the ball. Picks up her dribble. Cross court pass to Stewie. Stewie, corner 3. Off. Yeah, just keep shooting threes, y'all. Just keep shooting threes. That'll work. Niara with the ball. Attacks Sabrina. Gets fouled. And she'll go to the line. I don't know how Sabrina gets matched up with Niara Sabally in transition, but she does. And that's a foul on Sabrina. So Niara Sabally, the ex-Liberty player, at the line. Free throw is up. Knocks it down. (62-48). (63-48). Sabrina gets it over to Benijah Hamilton, who's checked in. Finds Jonquel. Jonquel with the ball. Jonquel looks to attack. Picks up her dribble. Throws it to Stewie. The spacing is all off. They look so confused. Stewie with the ball. Gets downhill over Niara and it rattles it in. They look all confused. Marina with the ball. It's 63-50. Conde for three, and she buries the three coming off the screen. 66-50. Liberty just get run out the gym. 8 3-pointer by the tempo. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina up top to Jonquel. Finds Stewie. They don't even know what to do. Stewie with the ball. Finds Benija. Benija comes off the screen. Benija stops. Midi is up and banks it in. $66-52. Mabrey blows by everybody and lays it in. This defense is atrocious, bro. 68-52. Sabrina turnover stolen by Conde. Conde gets it to Mabrey. Back to Conde. Conde stops and banks it in. 70-52. Stewie with the ball. Stewie comes off the screen. Stewie. Ball poked away and they call a foul on Conde. Salute for the sub. Maya Heck, salute.
Let's go.
Boy. Kima some Mabrey's not athletic. How does she blow by everybody? She's crafty with her dribble. Marine comes off the screen behind the back pass to Han. Han out to Benija. Benija wide open for three and he can't make one. Marine offensive rebound. Lobs it up to Hanshu who goes up and lays it in. Finally, we attempt a layup and it goes in. 70-54. Izzy with the ball. And they call a foul on Benija Laney Hamilton. They call a tech on somebody. Yeah, that's exactly how you're supposed to pass to a 7-footer. Throw it where only the 7-footer can grab the ball. Stop throw bounce passes and chest passes. Foolishness, man. So it looks like we have a challenge or a review here. I seen the referee do the tech symbol, so I guess they're reviewing to see what happened there. Yes. I don't know, man. I can't place the blame on one person. I think it's a combination of the coaching, the players. It's a combination of everybody. Team is just, I don't know, man. I don't know. So they're in a review right now. They are in a review. To see what's going on here. We have no dogs on this team. No grit. We had when we won the championship, we had KT. KT was the grit on the team. She was diving on the floor for loose ball. She was getting up in people's face on shots, going for rebounds. I don't see anybody on that team, on this team, that does that. John says it's absolutely mind-blowing that Jonquel Jones was a league MVP. Yeah. I mean, in those Connecticut days, she was I guess she was a little better in those Connecticut days. As Alamon blows by everybody and lays it. 18-point game, y'all. 18-point game. Pauline with the ball. Pauline comes off the screen. Pauline downhill. Out to Hanshu. Back to Pauline. Pauline waving off Hanshu. She has Niara on the island. Gets cut off. And Liberty turned the ball over again. Izzy takes on 3 players and scores. 20-point game. I can't believe what I'm watching right now, y'all. I can't believe what I'm watching. Hanshu for 3. and it's off, but it was a foul before the shot. I don't know what to say. Um, I guess the Liberty. I don't know. Somebody we shoot. It was a shooting foul. I don't know, but Brianna Stewart shooting free throws knocks down the first. Ron said, "What are Dallas' chances this year?" I don't think it's too soon. If they get the right matchups, they could make some noise. Stewie's second free throw is up and good. 74-56. Alaman just blows by everybody again, slows it down. Alaman gets over to Juskaite. Juskaite attacks Hanshu, gets cut off by Benija, out to Pouye. Pouye with 5 on the clock. Pouye guarded by Benija, crossover. Pouye throws up the floater, misses. Stewie tips the rebound and gets it. Let's see if the Liberty can string together some possessions here. Stewie goes all the way down the lane, doesn't pass the ball, gets it stripped away. Pouye bounce past to Isabel and it's a turnover, thankfully. Adrian says Tempo got this game. Yep. Unless the Liberty have some miracle second fourth quarter. Marine one leg three off. Ball tipped out by Stewie out of bounds. Not even passing the ball anymore. Everybody's just chucking it up. Everybody's just saying, "I'm gonna try and bring us back in this game." It's just not it, man. I would put other players in the game right now. Put Maley in, put Carrera in, sit Stewie on the bench, put Beck Allen in. Just this team is they've quit, honestly. They have absolutely quit. I'm telling you. So they're in a timeout right now. Not like any of the timeouts have produced anything positive. They've turned the ball over out of the timeouts. So it doesn't matter. Pup says, "What changes would you make to help this team? We got to get younger. That's first and foremost. Have to get younger and more athletic. I don't know if there's anything they could do now, like in this season, besides hope everybody gets healthy and hope something changes. But going for next season, we have to get younger and quicker. We can't just expect 32-year-old Brianna Stewart, who's had multiple leg injuries, Jonquel Jones. They're not quick players. They're just outrunning us up and down the court." That's such a typo. I don't know. We try to. I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's why people get paid to make these decisions and not me, because this isn't it. I thought we got lower before, but this is even lower. I thought we were low before, but this is even lower, man. Salute, pup. Appreciate it. Right, Liberty. They traded away their draft picks to try and keep an iteration of the team together. We could have had Anissa Moro in the draft, but we traded that pick for Tosh Cloud. And now Tosh Cloud not even on the team anymore. Somebody like Anissa Moro who goes after rebounds. Oh, good steal there by Pauline Astier. Gets around her French compatriot in Pouye. Um, and we'll see. And the Liberty are in the bonus, so they'll be shooting free throws. Yeah, Fabian, you hear them, right? They coming up with excuses, but there's no excuses for this. Pauline knocks down the free throw. 141 to go in the third quarter. The Liberty follow up a second quarter to forget with a even worse third quarter. Liberty doing a full court defense. Toronto get it across half court. Alamon with the ball. Alamon comes off the screen going right. Gets it over to Isabel Harrison. Down to Juskaite against Benija Laney Hamilton. Juskaite, one hand scoop off the glass and scores. Nice move there by Juskaite, and she's up to 18 points in the game. Oh, Bailey's in the game. I guess coach heard me. Ball over to Pauline. Pauline attacks Juskaite, goes up and lays it in. Pauline with the last 4 baskets or 4 points for the Liberty. 16-point game. Under a minute to go. And a foul here by the Liberty off ball. $16-point deficit. 56 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Alamon with the ball over to Mabrey. Why is Mailey guarding Isabel Harrison? She spins, goes up, and scores. Izzy Harrison attacks Mailey. Size advantage. Harrison. Stewie down the lane, goes up, and lays it in. 78-62. Back to a 16-point deficit. Mabrey with the ball. Mabrey guarded by Pauline Estier. Blows right by her and misses the layup. Stewie with the rebound. Stewie brings it across half court. Stewie trying to do everything her own, and a foul called. So with Liberty in the bonus, as I mentioned, so they'll go to the line for 2 more free throws. So Breanna Stewart at the line. First free throw is up. Knocks it down. Let's see if she can make this second. I see. I was so frustrated with this game. I haven't even looked at the other. 68-64 is the score. Seattle up over Washington. End of the third quarter. So Breanna Stewart at the line for the second free throw. She knocks it down. Score is 78-64. Ball over to Alamon. Liberty try to bring a defense. They get it over to Mabrey. They bring a double. Mabrey gets it up to Conde. Conde over to Alamon. A second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. Alamon at the top of the key. Gets it, picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Izzy Harrison. Harrison attacks Carrera. Izzy Harrison, left hand hook going across the lane and scores. And that's the end of the third quarter. 80-64. Liberty were down 8 at the end of at halftime. Tempo have doubled up the lead. It's 80-64. Deep sigh. That's all I can do, y'all. All you can do is ball. Let's take a look at the box score. 80-64, 80-64. They get outscored 33-25 in this quarter. Breanna Stewart, 16 points, 6 of 17 shooting, 6 rebounds. She's a minus 17 in her minutes. Jonquel Jones, a minus 26, 7 points, 7 rebounds. 4 points for Honshu. She missed all of her threes, missed a couple layups. Sabrina was 16. I haven't seen her in a bit. She's a minus 17. Pauline has 8 points. Got 6 from Benija, 7 from Marine. That's our bench scoring. Liberty with 13 turnovers, 13 assists. So not really making a difference there. 42% from the field, 24% from 3, 5 of 21 from 3. For Toronto, Izzy Harrison with 9 points, 15 for Conde, 18 for Juskaite, 22 for Mabrey, 4 for Alamon with 9 assists. Niara with 8, Nurse and Pouillet with 2 apiece. They're shooting 57% from the field, 40% from 3, 92% from the line. Oh, man. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Liberty getting absolutely destroyed by a 9-13 Toronto team. Clouden says, how does JJ only have 9 touches? It just, I don't know. Bagman says, imagine they come back and win or take it to OT. They take it to OT, they lose, and they have no energy. They have no energy. They played last night, and the energy they've come out with today, it has given me no hope that they can come back in this game. Offense just looks clunky. Ball is not moving around. The spacing is off. It's just all bad. Yeah, I would just sit Breanna Stewart the rest of this game. If the Liberty happen to get it down below into single digits, then you bring her back. But I would. Oh, good steal by Mailey. Mailey over to Pauline. Pauline to Sabrina. Sabrina for 3. They need it, and it's off. Jonquel over to Sabrina. Sabrina finds Pauline. Pauline down the lane, goes up. Left hand late is good. So good start there. A steal leading to a layup. 14-point game, 80-66. Mailey comes into the game and gets a steal. Izzy Harrison thought Niara was cutting, and they force a turnover. Okay. Now let's see if they can capitalize on the offensive end. Need a nice run here to start this fourth quarter. Pauline with the ball. Pauline gets downhill. Nobody home, and she lays it in. So Pauline, back-to-back buckets. They throw the outlet to a leaked-out Kia Nurse and Sabrina. Oh, Raquel with the block. They throw it out to Conde. Over to Nurse in the corner. Down to Niara. Foul and 1. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. How does Niara get guarded by Pauline Astier? That's a size advantage. But they call another foul on Pauline. So Liberty do a couple things right and then give up a potential 3-point play here. My bad, y'all. I forgot to change this back. Pauline, that might be her 5th foul. 83-68. Crossover by Pauline. Gets into the lane. Finds Raquel. Oh, Raquel was under the basket and didn't take it. Out to Jonquel. Jonquel on the attack. Spins. Pass gets tipped over to Pauline. Pauline crosses over on Nurse. Gets Nurse in the post. Steps. Goes off glass. Gets fouled. And Pauline will go to the line for 2 free throws. Pauline, like, y'all ain't trying to hoop. I'm going to do what I can out here. So Pauline back at the line for free throws here. It's 83-68. Pauline first free throw is up and knocks it in. Pauline 13 points, 5 of 7 shooting. It's the foul trouble that's derailed her game today. She knocks down both free throws. So 83-70, so a 13-point game. Liberty still within striking distance if they can string together a couple more stops. They got to communicate on defense as well. Alamon comes off the screen, a moving screen there by Niara Sabally. Mailey draws that foul. Yeah, that's if the season goes away, I think it's gonna go now. Mailey has been a bright spot. I mean, not Mailey. Pauline has been a bright spot, unexpected as well. Pauline gets downhill, throws the pass out to Mailey, over to Jonquel. Jonquel for 3, short. Sabrina chases down the rebound. Sabrina with it. And a foul called by Niara Sabally trying to stop JJ from posting up. The three has not been there, and the Liberty insist on taking them. 5 for 23 from three-point range. Gotta capitalize here. Pauline with the ball. Gets it over to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. Gotta pass it. Sabrina spins out, goes across the lane, steps through, layup gets fouled, and one. Sabrina will go to the line for the three-point play. I thought she should have found Jonquel when that double came, but she escaped it, going to her left, cut across the lane, and a foul there by Izzy Harrison on the swipe down. Gets popped in the face, will go to the line for the three-point play. So 83-72 Liberty. A timeout is called. When we come back, Sabrina will be shooting a free throw to make it a 10-point game. They put Maylee in. Maylee hasn't scored, but does have a steal. She's a +9 in her 3 minutes of action. Maylee, probably the only other player. She's one of our development players on the Liberty. She's the only one who's active, chasing down rebounds, guarding full court, getting active in the passing lanes, and it shows in the box score here. So we're in a timeout right now. Salute to everyone who's still tapped in here. Liberty versus Tempo in Montreal, the second of the Toronto's Tempo's Montreal games. They lost the first one to Dallas, and they're in the driver's seat here in the one against the Liberty. Both teams need a win, coming off a string of losses. There's 8:19 to go here in this fourth quarter, so a lot of time here. 11-point game. Salute to everyone who's still tapped in. Leave a like, subscribe. We got Puerto Rico in the house. Salute, salute. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate you tapping in. Salute, Dr. Waller. I try to give information, entertainment on the channel. This one is a little bit more personal because I'm a Liberty fan, but when I'm not doing Liberty games, it's a vibe. Meyer, salute for the sub. Salute, salute. Avelino, I like to see JJ in the paint more instead of hanging out behind the three-point line. Yeah, so would I. I would like her to establish herself down low and then take the three-pointers in spots. I don't like her to just be camped out on the three-point line. Still in a timeout here. Still in a timeout. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. Time is on your screen. I have in the scorebook, in the score bug, you can see the time left in the game. You can see the time left in the game. All right, game is coming back now. Sabrina at the line for free throws. Sabrina up to 18 points. Pretty efficient game for her. For the three-point play, and Sab knocks it down. So it's a 10-point game here. 83-73. Liberty still in their full court defense to get it over to Niara. Niara finds Juskaite, who gets it up top to Niara. Back to Alamon. Alamon with the ball looking for Mabrey on the post-up. They bring a late double up. Watch the cut. Mabrey spins, tries to step through, stripped away and stolen. Raquel Carrera with the ball and gets it over to Pauline. Pauline pushing in transition. Pauline blows by everybody. Right-hand scoop. I think she rushed it a little bit. Ball tipped out by the Tempo. But I like Pauline pushing in transition, forcing her Liberty teammates to try and keep up with her. Pauline to inbound. Got to get it in. Get it in. Gets it into Raquel. They barely get it in. Pauline comes off the screen. Foul by... They call it on Raquel Carrera for a moving screen. So they turn it over. Jeez, bro. Just when they start getting on a nice little roll, they turn the ball over. Ball in play here with Alamon. Alamon down to Conde in the post. She goes. Jump pass over to Niara. Niara for three. She misses. And rebound off of Conde's knee and out of bounds. And they can't review. Jonquel got to get those rebounds now. Have to get those rebounds. Ball and play here with the Liberty. Let's see if they can capitalize here. Pauline pushing in transition. Pauline. Hezzy move. Goes under the basket. Comes out the other side. Over to Jonquel. Finds Sabrina. Sabrina. Crossover on Conde. Dancing with it. Sabrina goes left. Down the lane. Right hand scoop. And score foul. And one again. And it looks like Niara got popped in the nose. But Sabrina, back-to-back drives to the basket, leading to foul. She'll go to the line for the three-point play. And we have another stop here to review. Niara Sabally got hit in the mouth, it looks like. But it's an 8-point game. We'll see what the call is on the other side of the break. So Liberty inching their way back into this game. It's an 8-point game. So they've cut the deficit in half. Can they get all the way over the hump? Well, we shall see. We shall see. Oh, man. I don't want to smile. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Put the meme mug back on. Terry, salute. First time listener, I like your play-by-play and interesting facts about the players. Salute. I appreciate that, my friend. Stand up. Salute. You do play-by-play better than the announcers. I try, my friend. I try. Bristol rooting for the Liberty. Salute. Chillin says trade Brianna Stewart. Nah, I can't even read that. That's blasphemy. Blasphemy. I can't read that. But salute everyone who's tapped in. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Liberty. Frustrating team. Horrible second and third quarters. They've come out in this fourth with a point to prove. They were down as many as probably 20 in this game. 21 probably, and they have it back to single digits. Chen said, did I watch the last game? I literally watched the first half, and then I couldn't watch the rest, man. I did see Sabrina had a stellar third. We took the lead a bunch of times, and then we just couldn't close in the fourth. Which is the MO of this team. But I'm trying to be, I don't know. I'm trying to be as open-minded as possible with this team. I know we're missing players, but even if we're missing players, there got to be effort. And sometimes, especially in that last game, the offensive rebounds that Courtney Williams was able to get over Han Shu and just second chance points they were able to get play after play, it hurts. It hurts you in the long run. You get a defensive stop and they get the rebound, and then you have to foul. So, I'm not doing any more games tonight. I don't know what happened here. Sabrina, they came back to the broadcast late. Sabrina went up for the scoop. They gave a technical foul to who they gave it to. But Sabrina knocks down the free throw for the 3-point play. So it's back to an 8-point game. I'm so the broadcasters haven't given us a good idea of exactly what happened here. But the Tempo shot a free throw and Sabrina finished her free throw for the 3-point play. Ball in play here with the Liberty. Brianna Stewart is back in. Pauline is guarding Alamon. Alamon with the crossover. Finds Niara. Niara push shot is off. Jonquel gets the rebound. Liberty on an 8-1 run. Can they continue? Maley gets it over to Jonquel. Over to who's this? Stewie. Finds Sabrina. Keep attacking the paint here. Sabrina with the ball. Crosses over on Alamon. Again, left-hand layup gets blocked by Mabrey. Jonquel gets blocked by the bottom of the backboard, but draws the foul. Do I think Jones gets 10? We'll see. She's at the line for 2 free throws now. Jonquel Jones. I haven't said her name a lot on the offensive end in a while. In terms of, she hasn't scored since like I don't know, maybe the first, second quarter. Jonquel first free throw is up and good. Sabrina got the tech. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what the tech was for, but Sabrina got it. Jonquel knocks down both free throws. It's 84-78. Liberty still playing this full court defense. Ball over to Juskaite. Cross court to Conde. Conde crosses half court. Gets it over to Alamon. Almost a backcourt violation. Ball over to Conde. Juskaite has a mismatch in the paint. Mabrey stops. Mabrey shoots a contested fall away. She wanted a foul, but doesn't get it. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina pushing. Liberty have numbers. Sabrina got to pass the ball. They had Mailey wide open. Mailey back to Sabrina. Mailey cuts to the basket. Sabrina goes over to Stewie. Please don't shoot the three. Stewie spins out. Somebody's open. Out to Jonquel. Jonquel for three. We need it. And she misses. Mailey tries to fight for the rebound. Can't get it. Izzy Harrison with the ball. What's up, Hutch? Salute, salute. Ball over to Alamon. Alamon to Conde. Conde on the drive. Cross court to Juskaite. Juskaite on the drive. Juskaite throws it out to Alamon, and it's out of bounds. Come on. We right there. 84-78. Stewie's in the game, y'all. Stewie's in the game. So it's Sabrina, Pauline, Brianna Stewart, Mailey, and Jonquel. Sabrina with the ball. Liberty are right there. They just need to string together a couple more possessions here. Sabrina, crossover. Drives left, goes to the left again, scoops it up, and scoops it in. Sabrina going to the left and finishing. It's a 4-point game. Come on. Come on, man. So Sabrina just getting downhill, going to her left. I wish she would actually finish with the left. She's finishing with the right hand on the left-hand side. She just like two-hand scooped it past the defender and scored. So Liberty back within 4, but 5.5 to go here. Bruh. Jeez. Why do we have to be down 20 for us to start hooping? Like, be right there. 5:33 to go. Liberty outscoring Toronto in this quarter 16-4. 16-4 in this quarter. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself, because the Liberty, we seen what happened last game. They came all the way back and still lost. So, but I'm seeing some promising things. Pauline started off the quarter well for us, and then Sabrina has been attacking the basket and finishing. When the three-point shot isn't falling, keep going to the basket. All of our points so far in this quarter have been in the paint. Nobody's hitting threes tonight like that. Like, shooting 21% from three, 5 for 24. At one point, what point do you say, all right, the three's not working, let's attack the basket? All right, let's see. They're still in a timeout right now, guys. Appreciate everyone who's tapped in. Got a nice sized crowd here for this early game here. I'll give you an update on the other game. Washington has taken the lead over Seattle, 80-74. Natisha Heidemann, stud bud number 2, with 31 points. That got to be a career high or something. Shakira also with 25. Citron with 17. Kiki with 12 points and 13 rebounds. All right, y'all. Let's lock in. Pauline with 14. Sabrina with 24. That's the backcourt duo today. They're sticking with this lineup here. Pauline, Sabrina, Mailey, Stewie, and JJ. And Pauline has 3 steals. So Liberty sticking with this full court action here. $84-80, 5:33 to go. Liberty were down as many as 20 points in this game. Liberty have never led in this game. Liberty, full court defense. Gets it over to Alamon, over to Conde. Conde over to Mabrey in the corner. Mabrey guarded by Sabrina. Mabrey crossover. And loses the ball. Oh, Jonquel falls. Niara picks up the loose ball. And they call an offensive foul on Niara Sabally. Wow. Liberty, I think Liberty got lucky there. Jonquel almost had the steal and foul. I don't know how. Oh, she stepped on Sabrina's foot. Oh, Pauline gets. Oh, she takes. Oh, definitely takes the hit. That was a risky play by Pauline. She has 5 fouls. But Liberty with the ball. Let me sit up now. I'm getting a little interested in this game. Stewie with the ball. Keep pass the ball, Stewie. Stewie gets down the lane. Stewie, I said pass the ball. She turns it over. Damn. Foul by Sabrina. And Marina will go to the line for the free throw. Brianna comes in and messes up the rhythm. Pass the ball. Damn. And Marina misses the free throw. She with us. Let's go. Marina with 23 points. Marina, second free throw. She knocks it down. Get the ball out. Stewie just need a catch 10 feet from the basket and shoot. Stop dribbling. Oh, she almost carried there. Ball over to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina's been, and the ball's deflected out by Izzy Harrison. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 85-80. Sabrina with the ball. Gets it over to Stewie. Stewie, toe on the line. Oh, she knocks it down. You should have just moved your toe back a little bit. That's all you need to do. Catch and shoot. Stop dribbling. Ball over to Mabrey. 3-point game. 85-82. It's 14-2 run here. Ball over to Izzy. Izzy up top to Alamon. Alamon back to Izzy. Izzy, jab step. Jumper is up. High archer. Stewie comes in for the rebound. Jonquel Jones somehow ends up on the floor again. Almost said something bad. Tell her to get. Jonquel finally gets across half court. Jeez. Crossover by Pauline. Pauline finds JJ on the roll. She's not ready for it. What are you doing? Mabrey with the ball. Step back 3. Please don't go in. Of course. Jonquel, roll to the basket with some purpose. A foul here by Conde. Liberty in the bonus. Jeez, bruh. Jonquel Jones pass goes right to her hand. It bounces off her hand and turns the ball over. Leads to a 3 by Marina. Stewie, Sabrina at the line for 2 free throws. Sabrina, first free throw is up. She knocks it down. Team is something else, y'all. Sabrina, second free throw is up and knocks it down. 88-84. Liberty still in this full court defense here. They get the ball over to Izzy Harrison. Out to Alamon. Mabrey attacking Sabrina. Spins. Gets around her. Throws up the left hand scoop and scores. Sabrina played as good as defense as you could. Mabrey just too good with the ball in her hands. 90-84. Stewie with the ball. Down to Jonquel. It was about to be another turnover there. But Isabel Harrison with the foul. The fouls are helping the Liberty out. Jonquel to the line for free throws. Like, I think the Liberty in practice need to practice how to get the ball into the post. They just be throwing the ball any kind of way as Jonquel misses the free throw. Jonquel, second free throw is up and good. 5-point game. Oh, we should have had that steal. Mabrey with the ball. Mabrey gets by everybody. Bounce pass. Stolen by Maley. Good steal by Maley. Forced the pass. Ball over to Pauline. Pauline pushing. Finds Sabrina. Sabrina pump fakes. Attacks Niara. Dribbles back out. Pass the ball. Gets it out to Jonquel. Over to Pauline. Pauline with 10 on the clock. Pauline out to Stewie. Stewie signs up for a three. She's way short. Oh, Sabrina with the steal and put back. I closed my eyes. Sabrina had the ball and she puts it back in. 3-point game. So at least Sabrina doing whatever she can to help this team out. Oh, they find Isabel on the cup. Stewie with the block. And it's out of bounds off the Liberty. Saved the easy layup. Marina had the ball just out there. Sabrina comes, steals it, puts it back in. And then Mabrey gets lost, and Stewie comes on the weak side and blocks it out of bounds. Oh my gosh. This team, bro. It's tempo basketball under their basket, excuse me. Stewie communicating to the defense here. Let's see what happens. They're waiting to inbound. 2:35 to go. It's Alamon, Harrison, Sabally, Conde, and Mabrey on the floor for the tempo. Alamon to inbound. Gets it into Niara. Up top to Izzy. Over to Marina. Marina finds Niara. Pass was too high. It goes out of bounds. Nah, I don't bet I don't bet anymore, I should say. I can't even say I don't bet on anything on basketball. I just don't bet anymore. I haven't bet in a long while. Stewie with the ball. Stewie drives left. Stewie gets downhill, gets bumped. And Stewie will go to the line to see if she can make this a 1-point game. Smokey, so that should be easy money for you. Take the spread on the other team. Oh, all right, Stewie. Let's knock down your free throws. And she has, okay. My score bug's a little ahead of the live action, so I try not to look at it as much. But at least I know she knocked down both. Stewie knocks down the first. Oh, this team is so frustrating. So let me drink some beverages. Stay hydrated, y'all. Stewie knocks down the second. All right. Conde with the ball. Pass to Juskaite. Juskaite out to Mabrey. Step out on her, please. Mabrey guarding Mabrey. Australia versus USA. Mabrey still with it. And a foul there by Mabrey. Trying to be a little bit too aggressive there. Foul on Marina. Mabrey with the foul on Marina. $2:09 to go here. Mabrey has come in on a developmental contract. She's talking to her Australian. Well, she's not on the national team, I don't think. But the two Australians talking, Sandy and Mabrey. Marina bounce pass and steal by Stewie. Breanna Stewart with the steal. Pass the ball. But she goes coast to coast, runs into Jonquel. Mabrey jump shot off the front of the rim. Stewie passed the ball earlier. Ball over to Juskaite. And it's a charge on Juskaite. Yo, this team is something else. I don't know. Maybe you started to get a little active with somebody. I don't know. But Sabrina got in front. Juskaite charges right into her, and that's a offensive foul on the tempo. Oh my days, bro. 90 to 89. Are they what's happening? I thought they called the offensive foul. They're reviewing the call. How are they reviewing it? But the tempo don't have any more challenges. Nah, what? Tempo don't have any more challenges. How are they reviewing this? Unless they called it a blocking foul and the Liberty are challenging. Let me see what the play-by-play is saying on ESPN. Oh, why the Liberty challenge? They say Laura Juskaite offensive foul turnover. Why is the Liberty challenging? Somebody's confused here. Fabian says likely reviewing for a flagrant. I mean, that'll work in our favor. I'll take it if it's a flagrant. She did lead with the knee. But he also, yeah, maybe they're reviewing for because she led with the knee. Official review because under 2 minutes. Salute. But is that a thing in the W? I know in the NBA. Is that a thing in the W? You can't hear me? Test, test, test. Captain Crunch, y'all can still hear me, right? That's my audio is going through. I guess I haven't seen it this season. That's interesting. All right, cool. Oh, okay. Somebody said I can't hear me. I thought my mic went out. I know I get a little active sometimes and I knock the cord around. All right, cool. Whoever that is, who said that? Captain Crunch. Oh, geez, my voice cracking. I can't even talk. Captain Crunch, check your speakers. Well, you can't even hear me, so you don't even know what I'm saying. See what? I didn't even see that. They said somebody had JJ shoot. I didn't see any of that. I just see Marina and Sabrina having a chat here. Alex, sorry man, doing too much talking. I gotta get my voice back into the swing of things. All right. If you're just tuning in, it's been a crazy game. Liberty were down as many as 20 points in the third quarter. They've come all the way back in this quarter to make it a 1-point game. It's 90-89, 148 to go. I seen the ref say tech. We can't be getting techs right now, bro. You gotta be kidding me. How we getting techs? What we get a tech for? Bruh, come on, y'all. But Nigel Hamilton gets ejected. But Nigel, you selling us from the bench? What are you doing? Nah, but Nigel over here getting ejected from the bench, bro. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah, yo, trade her. I'm done. Ball and play here with the Liberty. I don't know. I guess she threw the shoe. Nobody knows. Stewie dribbles into traffic. Throws it out to Jonquel. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina over to Stewie. Stewie drives baseline. Stewie lays it up. Ties the game. Liberty come all the way back. It's 91-91. But Nigel Hamilton trying to sell the game from the bench. She can't do enough selling on the court. She tried to kill us from the bench. Sabotage. Mabrey over to Alamon. They leave Mabrey wide open for three, and she misses. Ah, Niara gets the offensive rebound. JJ just standing around. Alamon down the lane. Over to Conde. Conde for three. She misses. And Pauline with the rebound. Get the ball, Pauline. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Pauline got bumped, and then she just let the ball sit there. What is happening? Pauline gets bumped. She just sits there and lets the ball bounce out of bounds. It's tempo basketball. Yo, this team can't get out of their own way, man. Mabrey with the ball. They call a foul on Melee. This team is a joke, man. Ball over to Alamon. Back to Marina. Marina over to Alamon. Finds a cutting Niara and lays it in. Liberty had opportunity after opportunity and just gave the ball back to the tempo. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina comes off the screen. Sabrina, deep three. Didn't need it, but it's a miss. Fight for the rebound.
Oh, he got me.
And Niara with the rebound. Gets it out to Alamon. Alamon pushing. Runs past 3 Liberty players and slows it down. Salute for the sub. Sorry, I missed who subbed. I appreciate you. Alamon with the ball. Top of the key here. Looks to attack Melee. Goes left. Melee cuts her off. Over to Niara. Niara on the attack. Throws it up. Off the glass. Can't get it. Jonquel gets and Stewie gets the rebound. Calls the timeout. 12.8 remaining in the game. Oh my days, this team, bro. I can't believe it. You come all the way back and start doing stupidness. It's Liberty ball, Liberty basketball, 12 seconds, 12.8 seconds to go. Liberty basketball. What is Jonquel doing there? Not paying attention. Niara just cuts right down the lane to the basket. And Niara lays it in. Wow. That's a good question. Do you go for 2 or you go for 3? Do you go for 2 or 3? That is the question. What do y'all think? Let me know in the chat. What do y'all think? Let me close this box score so it doesn't spoil the score for me. 93. Oh, jeez. 93-91. This team, bro. Shooting themselves in the foot. You got Laura Hamilton getting texts from the bench. Getting ejected from the bench. Benija gets a flagrant earlier in the game. It's like, bro, what are you doing? You got to check her betting account. Some Jonte Porter, Terry Rozier type timing. All right. 12.8 to go, 93-91. Marina Johannes is into the game. They get the ball. Oh, Sabrina gets it into Stewie. Stewie attacks the basket, goes up, and floats it up. Fight for the ball. She misses. Gets it over to Niara. And gets it over to... Liberty lose. Going to Brianna Stewart. Tries to go between 5 players and misses the layup. Airballs the layup. Brianna Stewart tries to go all the way across the lane. We had more time. There was no need to rush that shot. No OT, y'all. Toronto wins 93-91. Liberty's shot attempt doesn't even hit the rim. And they lose. Sandy Rondello gets her first win against her former team. 93-91. That's what I said. I'm not going to get myself hyped up. Because they can come back and still lose. And they still lose. Brianna Stewart. Bro, I don't know what to say. Whatever. Liberty lose 93-91. Let's take a look at the box score before I get off this stream. This pissed me off. 93-91 final score. Liberty outscored them 27-13 in the fourth. And it doesn't matter. Brianna Stewart, 8 for 21, 22 points. You struggling. Pass the ball. Jonquel with 10 points, 10 rebounds. 3 of 8. You had Honshu with 4. You had Sabrina with 28, 9 of 18. She was the one who was getting us involved in the game, got us back in the game. And Stewie wants to be the savior and misses. 4 rebounds, 8 assists for Sabrina with 4 steals. She only had 1 turnover tonight. I would have preferred the ball in her hand. Pauline with 14. Melee came in. She was a plus 18 in her 11 minutes. Didn't score, but was playing solid defense and was a catalyst in the run. Raquel with no points. Rebecca Gardner with no points. But Laura Hamilton playing for the other team had 6 points, 4 turnovers, a flagrant foul, an ejection. Marine with 7 on 3 of 9 shooting. Tempo, Izzy Harrison with 9. Conde with 15, 18 for Juskaite. 20 for Mabrey, 30 for Mabrey, 4 for
all we
Alamon.
need. Oh, he got
Salute for the
all
sub
we
Dominique
need.
and the other person who subbed.
Let's
13 for
go.
Niara. 2 for the rest of these bums. All right, I'm getting off this stream. I appreciate everyone who tapped in on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. My Liberty post-game reaction for yesterday's game and today's game will be out in the next hour or so, so be on the lookout for that. Leave a like, subscribe. Appreciate all the regulars, all the new subs, all the gifts. I don't know, man. I got nothing to say about this team. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in the next one. Salute.